Territory of Judah. Now the lot for the tribe of the sons of Judah, according to their families, reached the border of Edom, southward toward the wilderness of Zin at the extreme south. Their south border was from the lower end of the Salt Sea, from the bay that turns to the south. Then it proceeded southward to the ascent of Akrabim and continued to Zin, then went up by the south of Kadesh Barnea, and continued to Hezron, and went up to Adar, and turned about to Karka. It continued to Asmon, and proceeded to the brook of Egypt, and the border ended at the sea. This shall be your south border. The east border was the Salt Sea, as far as the mouth of the Jordan, and the border of the north side was from the bay of the sea at the mouth of the Jordan. Then the border went up to Beth Hogalah, and continued on the north of Beth Araba, and the border went up to the stone of Bohan, the son of Reuben. The border went up to Debir from the valley of Eker, and turned northward toward Gilgal, which is opposite the ascent of Aduminim, which is on the south of the valley. And the border continued to the waters of En Shemesh, and it ended at En Rogel. Then the border went up the valley of Ben Hinnom to the slope of the Jebusite on the south, that is Jerusalem. And the border went up to the top of the mountain, which is before the valley of Hinnom, to the west, which is at the end of the valley of Rephaim toward the north. From the top of the mountain, the border curved to the spring of the waters of Nephtoah, and proceeded to the cities of Mount Ephron. Then the border curved to Bala, that is Kirath Jearim. The border turned about from Baalah westward to Mount Seir, and continued to the slope of Mount Jearim on the north, that is Chesalon, and went down to Beth Shemesh, and continued through Timnah. The border proceeded to the side of Ekron northward. Then the border curved to Shekaron, and continued to Mount Bala, and proceeded to Jabneel, and the border ended at the sea. The west border was at the Great Sea, even its coastline. Wait a minute. The west border was at the Great Sea, even its coastline. This is the border around the sons of Judah according to their families. Now he gave to Caleb the son of Jephunneh a portion among the sons of Judah according to the command of the Lord to Joshua, namely Kirath Araba, Araba being the father of Anak, that is Hebron. Caleb drove out from there the three sons of Anak, Shishai, and Ahiman, and Talmai, the children of Anak. Then he went up from there against the inhabitants of Debir. Now the name of Debir formerly was Kirath Sepher. And Caleb said, the one who attacks Kirath Sepher and captures it, I will give him Ashsah, my daughter, as a wife. These names. Othniel, the son of Kenaz, the brother of Caleb, captured it, so he gave him Ashah, his daughter, as a wife. It came about that when she came to him, she persuaded him to ask her father for a field. So she alighted from the donkey, and Caleb said to her, what do you want? And she said, give me a blessing, since you have given me the land of the Negev. Give me also springs of water. So he gave her the upper springs and the lower springs. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the sons of Judah according to their families. Now the cities at the extremity of the tribe of the sons of Judah towards the border of Edom in the south were Kabzeel and Eder and I don't think that's Jaguar, and Kinna and Dimona, and Adada, and Kadesh, and Hazar, and Ithnan, Ziph, and Telem, and Beloth, and Hazar Hada. Hazar Hada. I can't say that word. Hazar had Atah, and Kurath Hezron, that is Hazar. Amam, and Shema, and Molada, and Hazar Gada, and Heshmon, and Beth Pelet, and Hazar Shul, and Beersheba, and Bizaothiah, Bala, and Eam, and Ezim, and Eltolad, and Chezel, and Hormah, and Ziklag, and Madmana, and Sansana, and Labath, and Shilhim, and Ian, and Bremon, in all 29 cities with their villages, in the lowland, Ishtol, and Zorah, and Ashna, and Zanoah, and En-Ganim, Tapua, and Enam, Jarmuth, and Adolam, Soka, and Ezka, and Sherim, and Idithaim, and Gedra, and Gedrathaim, 14 cities with their villages, Zenan, and Hadashah, and Migdalgad, and Deline, and Mizpah, and Joktheel, Lachish, and Boskath, and Eglon, and Kaban, and Lahamas, and Chitlish, and Gederoth, Beth Dagon, and Nama, and Makada, 16 cities in their villages. Libnah, and Ether, and Ashan, and Iphta, and Ishna, and Nezib, and Keilah, and Akzib, and Shahah, 9 cities with their villages. Ekron, with its towns and its villages, from Ekron even to the sea, all that were by the side of Ashad, with their villages. Ashad, its towns and villages, Gaza, its towns and its villages, as far as the brook of Egypt and the great sea, even its coastline. In the hill country, Shamir, and Jeter, and Sokah, and Dana, and Kirath Sana, that is Debir, and Anab, and Eshtemo, and Anim, and Goshen, and Holon, and Gilo, 11 cities with their villages. Arab, and Domah, and Eshan, and Junam, and Beth Tupah, and Aphekah, and Humta, and Kirath Arba, that is Hebron, and Zior, 9 cities with their villages. Maon, Carmel, and Ziph, and Zutah, and Zereel, and Jokdim, and Zonah, Cain, Geba, and Timnah, 10 cities with their villages. Halhul, Beth Zur, and Gedor, and Marath, and Beth Anath, and Elkon. I can't say that word. Can't say any of these words. Eltekon, 6 cities with their villages. Kirath Baal, that is Kirath Jearim, and Rabbah, 2 cities with their villages. In the wilderness, Beth Arabah, Midden, and Sekekah, and Nibshan, and the city of the salt, and Engedi, 6 cities with their villages. Now as for the Jebusites, the inhabitants of Jerusalem, the sons of Judah could not drive them out. So the Jebusites live with the sons of Judah at Jerusalem until this day.